What is up everyone? So since most people can't even afford a $1,000 emergency, today we'll be talking about how to manage your money using the 50-30-20 rule, which will help you achieve your financial goals. I'm sure you've heard of this rule before, but in today's video, I will explain exactly what it means, how to use it, and how not to use it as well, because it is easy to get some of the things I'm going to talk about confused. The 50-30-20 rule is one of the best rules, especially for people that don't have time to track their spending, but want an easy way to efficiently manage their money. Smash that like button and let's get right into it. This rule is all about understanding where your money is going. So here's how the rule works. It requires you to separate your expenses into 3 buckets: your needs, your wants, and your debt. After you take your post-tax income, not your pre-tax income, okay? Your post-tax income. Using the 50-30-20 rule, 50% of your money will go to your needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to debt or savings. I want to make it super easy to grasp, so I will be using numbers to help. So for the rest of this video, let's assume that your post-tax income is $40,000. You can change the number and or currency for your current situation, of course, but that's what we'll be using. Needs include everything you literally can't live without. So this includes food, housing, utilities, health insurance, and making your minimum monthly payments towards debt. This means that your needs shouldn't be any more than $20,000, since we can only allocate 50% of our income to needs from the example I gave before. The specifics of the needs might be different for you depending on your situation, but it's important to understand the difference between needs and the next category, which is wants. This is where a lot of people mess up. And by the way, if needs cover more than 50% of your income, something is wrong and you need to analyze your spending and get it to 50% or less. So moving on to the next part, wants are anything that you can live without. Some examples are Netflix, going shopping, eating out, right? Look, I know it's easier to go out and buy food, but it's also a lot more expensive than making food at home. Like, you can live without getting that new iPhone or another pair of shoes, right? Those are all wants. You don't need that stuff. So your wants expenses shouldn't be any more than $12,000 in our case, since we can only allocate 30% to wants. Whenever you're having a hard time telling the difference between a want and a need, ask yourself, can I live without this? If you can, then it's a want. Last category is the savings and debt category. So this is money that should be going towards saving and paying off debt if you have any. So for the savings part, this might be money that is put towards your emergency fund. This is 3 to 6 months of expenses in case something unexpectedly comes up, like a big car repair, a job layoff, right? If you're fired from your job, you want to have some time to figure things out, and the emergency fund will help you do that. This is extremely important, so make sure you start one if you don't have one already. You can also use the savings for a home deposit, retirement, investing, and more. Now let's talk about the debt part of this. When I mean debt, I mean extra payments you want to make on top of your minimum monthly payments so that you can pay off your debt faster. To clarify, the minimum payments for your credit cards and loans should go in the needs section, because you can't live without that, since it would ruin your credit score and financial record, right? So again, this is just for any extra debt or any extra payments that you want to make. So your savings and debt category shouldn't go higher than $8,000 in our case. It can be distributed however you like. You can say $1,000 or $4,000. It depends on your goals and specific situation. I would have some type of emergency fund set up and then just hammer away at any credit card or student loan type debt. If in your situation you don't need 30% for wants, then you can put anything extra in this savings and debt category. So for example, if we had only allocated $10,000 to our wants instead of $12,000, then we can use $10,000 for our savings and debt category here. The higher you can go here, the better, honestly, but for the average person, 20% should be a good start to put towards their savings and the debt category. This rule is amazing for the average income earner because it helps you track your expenses, and these 3 simple categories create a structure that is very easy to follow. It's definitely not the best rule to follow for high income earners. It wouldn't make sense for someone making over, say, $100,000 a year to spend 30% on wants. But if you are in the lower income brackets, the 50-30-20 rule is an easy budgeting method that can help you manage your money effectively, simply, and sustainably. If you need more help tracking your expenditures, I made an Excel sheet that you can download for completely free. There's literally no catch. I'm not selling you anything. Simply just hit the link in my bio and type in your email to get that Excel sheet. I know this was a short video, but this is a very important rule if you are having a hard time managing your money And also comment any questions you guys have down below. I'll do my best to answer them since the video was so short. Finally, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell besides it, because I post new videos every week. And if you want, go get up to $250 in free Bitcoin with my BlockFi link down below. Lastly, if you want to start investing in stocks, I made a special limited time deal with Webull for y'all, so go get 3 to 4 free stocks with them by signing up with my link down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.